So welcome everybody. Nice to see all of you here. And hello to everybody who is watching us online. We have been quite a lot of followers of us in Zoom and also on social media. I'm Diana Andone. I'm the co-chair of Eden Research Workshop 2024. And it's my great pleasure to chair this session, especially because it's about a close friend, if I can say that. She's Professor Carmen Holotescu. She's professor in computer science. She has done her first online course back in early 2000. And then she built up the first Romanian tweeting platform, which was called Chirip, the microblogging platform. I think was 2004, sorry. 2008. I think 2004 were the first courses which you've done online for the United States. No? Yeah. 2002. So she's correcting me. So to get the data correct, 2002, she's been teaching online. The first courses online she was running for informatics and Java in United States. And then she started the microblogging platform in Romania in 2008. She's full professor of computer science. We have been doing several MOOCs. Why this is moving? Keep it here. It's just that she's been doing open technologies for a long time. And then, okay, thank you so much for this. And then she's been doing quite a lot of work recently on blockchain. She discovered the blockchain technologies just before the pandemics, and she's been so passionate about them that she convinced quite a lot of universities to try to embrace into the micro-credential systems, and she's been one of the pioneers in Romania on doing this. This is the reason why we are also part of the European Blockchain Service Infrastructure, the EACEA, and why we have so many Horizon Europe projects now which are dealing with blockchain technologies, especially in the area of education and credentialing for students and for different activities or degrees. She's going to speak now about the impact of open digital technologies and blockchain in the educational environment in Romania. So I'm very happy to be able to introduce and to present Professor Carmen Holotescu.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone here and online. I'm very glad and honored to be here and to be able to have a presentation and a discussion with you about blockchain and other disruptive technologies around it. I'm here in my university, in my Heart University, in which I became a student, a very good one, 43 years ago. And I continued to teach here till 9 years ago when I moved to another university in which I'm a rector, but I continue to have interesting projects with my friends here. So a few things about me. I have students all around the world of all ages. And of course, my dearest student is my granddaughter, Leonora, who is almost 3 years old now. And as Diana said already, I have a long experience in online and open education. In 2001, after I became a certified instructor for the University of Maryland, I built alone an e-learning platform using the Perl language programming. Is anyone here who knows this programming language? So at that moment, it was the most used language programming for web applications. And with my company of e-learning, I became a member of Eden. So for a few years, I was a member with my company, then with university. And using that platform, I had online courses and blended courses for universities. In fact, the first online course for Polytechnica University was delivered on this platform. It was a web programming course. Then there were different online courses for companies, for other universities. I was very passionate about this topic, and the platform hosted also international learning communities and workshops and European projects and so on. And this way I could gain a lot of experience building a platform, developing courses, of course, having our other colleagues who develop content for other courses, learning how to facilitate online courses, how to nurture learning communities, and so on. I participated in a lot of national and European projects, and I was an online instructor for the American University for 12 years, having many courses in computer science. Of course, I published many articles and chapters and books and so on, and started with 2018, 17, 18, I became interested in blockchain. So at Ioan Slavici University of Timisoara, I developed and facilitated the first Romanian academic course related to blockchain, becoming lecturer for this course in many other universities and programs. And also I developed on Ethereum, on a blockchain platform, the first system for issuing certificates for courses or for conferences and so on. And a new story began. There are 7 years ago, related to blockchain and how this technology can interact with other technologies for building useful educational applications. First of all, I want to discuss with you about the blockchain technology, to understand why this technology is the one of trust, then to see some practical things about the most important European initiative, which is called EACEA, the European Blockchain Services Infrastructure, and the connection of this infrastructure with verifiable credentials. And then we'll explore together some valuable projects related to blockchain and EACEA, which are implemented by the blockchain team of Polytechnica. And I have to mention here my colleagues, Diana, Professor RW13, lecturer Dr. Andrei Ternauciuc, and the doctoral student Victor Holotescu, who is my youngest son, very passionate of blockchain and with many international projects. And then we'll see how we can collaborate in blockchain. I will mention some things in which we can work together. So first of all, let's see about the blockchain, and I'd like to invite those online also to put some words about blockchain if they know about this technology? And please raise your hand if you are familiar with this technology, please. Okay, there are a few hands up. But if I say cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, I'm sure you are more familiar with this application of the blockchain, the same as email is the most, or was the most well-known technology for application for web, cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin, which mark the beginning of the blockchain technology, is the most well-known application. So blockchain, this technology started in 2008-9, when the still unknown Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper about the decentralized cryptocurrency called Bitcoin and defined this technology. We can find now some works of Satoshi Nakamoto, which everyone presumes to be a group of researchers and not a people. And speaking about what means blockchain, we can imagine a list of blocks. We can add information which contains transactions at the end of this list of blocks, and the information which is written on this blockchain cannot be modified. In order to add a new information, a new block, which is composed of hundreds of thousands of transactions, the nodes that composed the structure of a blockchain platform have to agree. So there are different algorithms in order to agree to construct a new block. I mentioned the word nodes. The same link, the same list of blocks stay on hundreds of thousands or hundreds of thousands of nodes, which are distributed geographically. So the same copy of the list of the blocks stayed on a lot of computers, and there is spent a lot of energy in order to add new blocks and to keep the copies of this list of blocks. And I said also another word, transaction. The most important thing in the blockchain is that a transaction is a transmission of information, of digital assets between a pair, between two parties, without a central authority. So this transaction, this digital asset, would mean cryptocurrency or a medical record or a certificate and so on. So as I said, cryptocurrency is just an application for blockchain. I hope my explanation was clear somehow. Here we have quoted from an article a diagram for how a blockchain platform works. And also I put some links in which you can find demos showing how the transactions work on such a platform. And as Timo yesterday presented some explanation for different levels of background, you can find some video clips on YouTube in which blockchain is explained to children till doctoral students and experts. And speaking about the level of understanding for blockchain, even if blockchain is old, it is considered that this technology is one of the technologies which are most difficult to understand. Because this technology represents the infrastructure of a lot of applications, but they are not still in the mainstream. Even though blockchain is in the curricula of a lot of schools around the world. In France, I think 5 years ago, the Ministry of Education decided blockchain to be a topic for pre-university system. Because of the advantages of blockchain, there are applications, disruptive applications for a lot of domain. And in this workload, I put some domains in which blockchain is used. In fact, it can have application in all the domains. And I'll also mention here and put a link to work of 2 researchers. I think you know about them because they are very active. Anthony Camilleri is very active in the area of micro-credentials, and also Alex Grace from Malta is active also. And they published a report regarding blockchain in education in 2017. And it was the starting point for many researchers. For me also, this report opened my eyes for this technology. The same as other technologies, blockchain is part of the 4th industrial revolution. And here I quoted a tweet. I don't know how is the name for the notes on X platform, how they are called now. So it was a tweet a few years ago in which you can see the technologies, some technologies of the 4th industrial revolution and the verbs which describe them. IoT feels, blockchain remembers, because you cannot change information there. AI thinks, and cybersecurity protects. For many years, till maybe 7, 8 years ago, blockchain was used mainly to hold cryptocurrencies and to wait to raise their values. But starting maybe 10 years ago, a lot of disruptive applications appeared in this domain, and we will see some of them. So here I kindly invite you to explore, because my presentation will be available, to explore some decentralized applications, some applications which are built using blockchain infrastructure. And you can use them daily, like the Brave browser, which is a safe browser, in which if you browse different pages, you are rewarded with tokens which are called BAT, from basic attention tokens. I use very much this browser. I also guided my students to use it. And what is interesting is that the rewards can be changed in fiat, but also you can transfer these bets to different charity works. It was such an experiment in which users of Brave browser were invited to fund the Khan Academy with their bets. It was very interesting and very rewarded. We also paid for some mobile phones during pandemic with my students at Ioan Slavici University. Another very interesting application is a decentralized collaborative platform, which is called PICT. It is similar in a way with a platform for blogging, but there, if you send blogs, if you assess, if you validate the notes which are published by others, again, you are rewarded with tokens. Block.co is a platform which is used by University of Nicosia to issue certificates and can be used by any of us in order to issue certificates or to issue NFTs. Code of Talent is an application in which there are some Romanian developers. Is a decentralized learning platform in which, again, if you learn, if you create content, you are rewarded with tokens. B-Degree, you learn and you earn tokens. Again, an interesting project is IQ Wiki, which is a wiki for notions related to blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And again, if you create content, you earn tokens. Gitcoin is a platform which can fund different projects, is a large collaborative platform for funding startups or spin-offs. And I wanted to use in our meeting today, and I kindly invited you to use this ACE application, Pope. Diana, is very interesting because what you can do is to send a memory of an event, and the participants can store this memory in their wallet. Is a mobile application in which you can store such memories from different events in which you took part, but also you can communicate, you can collaborate with other participants. I created such a memory last night, but I didn't receive the approval from the team of the application. But please underline this application because it is very interesting. I mentioned the advantages of blockchain. Therefore, blockchain is used in a lot of applications in education and research. For digital certification, for intellectual property management, for public funding, for students' payments, and for grants management. It is used for pedagogical enhancement, for reputation, but also for totally decentralized universities in which you receive tokens if you collaborate and work for co-creating content, for co-facilitating the other learners. And we can speak about the notion of tokenization of learning. I'm sure that you are familiar with some pioneering universities. University of Nicosia is the university that developed the first program for blockchain, the first master degree for blockchain. In 2013, they have very innovative projects. 2 years ago, they started to deliver some of their courses in Metaverse, and they use different technologies, different variants for issuing certificates on blockchain as NFTs and so on. Open universities from UK also started in 2016 to activate in this domain. And MIT is known for the first certification system, which was implemented on Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, we can have also different application not only related to cryptocurrencies. Then they developed a variant of that application on the second well-known platform, which is called Ethereum, which was developed by Vitalik Buterin almost 10 years ago. He is considered a pioneer in this domain because he came with smart contracts. You can program contracts for blockchain platforms, and a lot of blockchain platforms took this new paradigm for blockchain. At this moment, there are hundreds of blockchain platforms around the world and thousands of cryptocurrencies. And they work on the same principle of not changing the information which is stored on them. Another work which I kindly invite you to browse is a guide which was published by UNESCO, and again has as one author and coordinator Ales Grex from Malta. And now this was a kind of background for blockchain, and now I will focus on the main educational application for blockchain, which are credentials, verifiable credentials. And first of all, we'll see why these digital credentials are needed, which are the challenges we have to face. And here it is quoted a slide from, again, Alex Grech, which put some things which are happening now in the labor market and the new ways in which we all learn. For this new type of learning and for the new requirements of credentials solution, there are developed already some policies, some standards, some priorities. We have at the level of European Union, European Digital Credentials for Learning, published 3 years ago. Then we have a lot of studies and projects and standards related to micro-credentials, and the umbrella under which these policies can be developed is there are verifiable credentials. What means a verifiable credential is tamper-evident and privacy-respecting credentials with specific metadata and proofs requested by the holder and issued by a competent authority called trusted issuer, and where the authorship can be cryptographically verified. There is a standard which is published by Worldwide Consortium, which was founded by Sir Tim Berners-Lee. And these standards is used by different systems which issue verifiable credentials. And there are different technologies which can implement verifiable credentials. Having the advantages we saw, such a technology is blockchain. Therefore, at the level of European Union, we have the most prominent blockchain initiative, which is called European Blockchain Services Infrastructure, an infrastructure which was launched in 2019. It is coordinated by European Commission and was coordinated by the European Partnership for Blockchain till this year. Since the middle of this year, it is another committee that administrate this infrastructure, which is called EDIC. And Romania is one of the founding members. What is with this infrastructure on blockchain, with this EACEA? This platform has different use cases, and the most used use case is the one related to diplomas, which can be issued on this infrastructure. So this EACEA represents an application for blockchain for public services with many advantages. The infrastructure is composed of a number of nodes which are set up and administrated by the member countries. In Romania, we have 3 such nodes, and a new node will be set up by Polytechnic University next weeks. My colleagues are in the process of installing such a node. Here we have a diagram specifying the actors which are in the process of issuing a verifiable credential. And we have here TAO, which means a Trusted Authority Organization. Mainly this is represented by the Ministry of Education, which establishes which are the trusted issuers, who are the organizations or companies which are authorized to issue verifiable credentials. So a trusted issuer can be a university, such as Polytechnic University of Timisoara, and the central actor is the holder, the learner, the student. At his or her initiative, such a verifiable credential is issued if he or she asks this from the trusted issuer. And the verifiable credentials, which represent the outcomes for different learning achievements for formal or informal education, stay in their wallets in some mobile applications. And there are many such wallets which are compatible, which can work with EACEA. And then we have the verifier, the trusted verifiers, which can be different other universities in which a learner can continue his or her study, or can be a company in which the holder wants to obtain a job. So this technology disrupts the bureaucracy and represent a very important, a very important advantage for mobilities in Europe and around the globe. And everything is based on open standards. Here again, there are some more information about the digital wallets, about verifiable credentials, and the information for the trusted issuers, which are stored as deeds on the EACEA. And now, starting from this infrastructure, EACEA, and the use case, which is called diploma, I kindly invite you to explore some projects in which Polytechnic University of Timisoara is involved. And I mentioned already the blockchain team for UPT. Our first project started 3 years ago. The name was EACEA4O, Connecting Romania through Blockchain. Such projects were implemented in a few member states. And how we designed this project, the central scope was to create an ecosystem to facilitate and accelerate the awareness, knowledge, and adoption of the blockchain technologies and EACEA in Romania for different applications. There were 2 partners here in the project, the Executive Unit for Financing Higher Education from Bucharest and Polytechnica University. You can find information about this project on the links I put on this slide. There were very valuable outcomes of this project. It was a node, an EACEA node, which was set up at the first partner. Then we designed a system for issuing credentials in Romania at national level, and we piloted this system. Then we created 5 mini MOOCs on the Unicampus platform of UPT. And we had a lot of studies, dissemination activities, and policy proposals at national level. Here is a screenshot of the 5 mini MOOCs on Unicampus. They are still active, and participants are welcome to learn about blockchain and about EACEA. We will issue micro-credentials for the participants. At the moment, EACEA will become stable because it is still in the pilot phase. And also for the Romanians, this is a very good source related to the blockchain initiatives in Romania, because we have a very active blockchain ecosystem. A study which is updated, and you can see that there are many domains which are presented here in this report. And at the level of European Union, each year it is published a report related to the blockchain ecosystem developments. And this study was a source for reporting about Romania. During our EACEA4O project, we took part as pioneers in the EACEA Early Adopters multi-university pilot, together with with a number of other pioneers from Europe, in which we could pilot the issue of verifiable credentials. Here again, there are the actors of our scenario. And we can see here the participants in our pilot, in our scenario. It was Polytechnica University of Timisoara, University of Athens, and University of Lille. We can see here that UPT as a trusted issuer at the initiative of the holder, Anca, a student, issues the bachelor degree on the wallet of the student. Then the student goes and presents online to University of Athens her wallet with her verifiable credentials in order to continue a master program at that university, and then having two verifiable credentials in her wallet, she can participate in a doctoral program at University of Lille. Here there are more details about this scenario, and you can watch a demo for this scenario on YouTube. We can see here the pilot system, which was implemented on a section of the project platform, in which you can see that Anca signed to the UPT issuer portal with her university credentials. She will obtain the credentials which are available for her, and then she asked for the credentials she wants to use. She obtained her Europass diploma on her wallet with all the information of the standard which is used, and then she verifies her credentials to the other two universities. It was a real challenge that we could solve in for this scenario related to student mobility. It was a presentation for different pilots for the EACEA early adopters participants in May 2 years ago. And you can find other pilots that were developed by the other participants. The team of UPT, especially the doctoral student Victor Holotescu, and also our colleague Andrei Ternauciuc, are working now to develop, to make a new change and improvements for the issuing platform, in which to be able to issue micro-credentials from the MOOC platform using a plugin, developing a plugin for Moodle. Then UPT participated together with other Romanian organizations and universities in the third wave of this early adopters program, in which the cluster in which we took part was the cluster for micro-credentials, together with participants from France and Spain. This time, the scenario was more complex, and UPT issued micro-credentials for the participation in the MOOC, in the blockchain MOOC. Then, started with last year, UPT became a partner in other 3 projects related to EACEA. They are called Vector, Digital Credentials for Europe, and Extending EACEA, EACEA. 3 projects in which there are also other Romanian partners. Here I put on this slide other blockchain projects in which UPT is involved. UPT was an associated partner for CHASE, a very valuable project which took 3 years. And this project developed blockchain training courses, also had some reports related to the needs of education in this domain at the European level. It is a participant in EDIC, the new infrastructure, the new consortium that governs EACEA, is a member of blockchain, an association for research on blockchain. And a very interesting project was implemented last year during the year of European City for Culture, the first project for issuing NFTs in academia. And I will finish my presentation with some invitations, because I said that we can collaborate. How? If you are interested, your university to become an associated partner, an associated university to pilot issuing verifiable credentials on EACEA, then we are the solution, because if you contact us, and I kindly invite you to do this, you can become part of this ecosystem, of this European ecosystem that issue verifiable credentials on EACEA. This is part of our Vector project, and I hope we can collaborate here. Then I kindly invite you to keep in your wallet some memories of Timisoara as NFTs, and I put here a screenshot of the platform for NFTs. Again, please contact us and we will explain everything you have to do in order to have such NFTs, such cultural NFTs on your wallet. And the third invitation, this is for Romanian startups and small companies. We have a national project in which 2,000 companies will be trained for advanced technologies. And here, together with Andrei and Victor, we propose a blockchain course in which the participants can learn how to develop decentralized application on a few blockchain platforms, and also they will understand how blockchain projects can be funded, and will be able to have a solid background about this technology. Again, for the young colleagues, please contact me for this project. So this was my presentation. I hope that you could find some useful ideas, and you can start to explore how you can use this technology in your work, in your universities, in your projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Carmen, for this. This was really interesting. Let's see if you have any of your questions first. Online, there was one question, which was how you can take a diploma using blockchain. And I'll use this mic.
So we had the diagrams with the actors for this ecosystem for issuing diplomas on blockchain. So the central actor is the holder. He or she is the one that who asks for the trusted issuer to issue her or his credentials on her wallet as recognition for some learning outcomes at formal or informal levels.
Yes, and the other question which I have, I don't know if the others, yeah, Wim has a question, then I'll ask my question after that.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for your presentation. It was a nice overview of all the initiatives that you're involved in. Impressive work. But it's a bit in line with the previous question. This is a technology and we are engineers. I'm also an engineer. So we are providing a solution and I was wondering, is there already some data available about how users perceive this technology? Because the students or even the teachers probably, they have to use these applications. And I don't see that happening so much yet. And I was just wondering, is there already some usability tests done? Is there already data available about how they appreciate this technology, especially in education then?
Yes, there are many studies. There are some yearly reports regarding to the percentage of universities which offer blockchain courses, and mainly all the universities have at least some modules related to blockchain. If not an entire course, it is integrated with parallel computing or something like this. And many universities which are known for this technology, they started to have blockchain programs starting from the initiative of the students. At the beginning, the students started to offer modules and courses related to blockchain, and then the teacher started to offer such courses. And of course, you can find a lot of MOOCs from different companies and universities for blockchain. And there are modules and courses even for children, because it's related to the financial education.
Yeah, now you're talking about courses, explaining
yes,
the technology
yes,
and
yes,
so on.
yes,
but I was wondering, for instance, the system that you could share your diplomas and these kind of things, the credentials. Is that already studied, how useful this is and
Yes.
how students and teachers perceive the benefits of this?
You can find information about EACEA, but there are many other systems. And the beautiful of this technology is the fact that mainly these projects are open source. You can use, you can change, you can improve. There are some countries in which all the diplomas are issued on blockchain. Such a country is Malta. But there are also many others. Also, we have in our national policy to have digital credentials and micro-credentials, and the blockchain is a solution, and our exploration wants to go with some policies for these technologies, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. If I can just briefly add, obviously, because I'm also involved in this project, is that quite a lot of the issues is becoming on the level of perception of public, so the public somehow assimilate blockchain technologies immediately with cryptocurrency. And because the cryptocurrency has either good or very bad reviews, depends on what's happening in the world, people have doubts of how this is working, but it's different. It's like you will say, I don't know, any exchange is just money when it's not that, or anything which you're doing with technology will lead to wars or to something like this. So it's a change of perception, which unfortunately is not encouraged by the mass media. That's one of the main issues, I think. And also, if my opinion, for example, is that the European Union also is not very strong yet in deciding what is the infrastructure and what they want to do. Because EPSI is the infrastructure at the European level, but they have also a lot of influences from different companies, which we would like to be able to use other infrastructure similar like this. And obviously the wallet, because as probably Carmen can explain it even better than me. I'm sorry, I'm pointing here just to make more explanations about this. What is the most popular wallet in your phone? The one which is provided by the phone provider. And those are both proprietary and so on, and they are the one which are pushing very, very much for their solutions to be the solution of the wallet and not an open source, fully verifiable solution, because those are closed systems. So that's where the problem starts. It's again the fight between open source and open credentialing and so on. And those big companies, the big 5 companies, we can say it, which are trying to push their solutions in the market. Denise has a question. I'm sorry, I'm giving explanations.
Yes, it's very good, Diana. Thank you.
Thank you for such a clear presentation, which is so timely, because the European Union has a very clear and I think wonderful project about micro-credentials so that people can, train in skills which are needed. And it's so good that they have sponsored this project and others so that we have a way of accreditation. So my question is, how many universities are willing, like the Open University was one of the first, to become involved, because that will overcome resistance to students actually being able to stack their micro-credentials. And to me, it seems this is a good way of sorting this out behind the back door. But as you said, if commercial companies take control, I think the vision that the EU had will not be managed. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. What I would say is that the EACEA team, the team that developed this infrastructure, the organizations, the countries which are involved are very active and proactive for this solution, for different certification, for diplomas, for micro-credentials, for passports, for medical records, for traceability, and so on. But as I said at the beginning, the things, even if the application is very clear, the use case, the technology behind this and all the system that has to be developed is quite difficult to understand. And this is why the ecosystem for this infrastructure is at the stadium of piloting. But you said a very good thing, that in a way, because the central actor is the student, the learner, they are not involved in the way they should be, because they have to ask for this. They have the power. Yeah. They have to ask for this. They need such an application. And yesterday, when was about the doctoral programs and so on, the research, the new paradigms for research. In the world, there are now 80 million digital nomad workers. They have to continue to learn, and they need such an instrument. Not only those who live in a country for many years, but this is how our world will go. In the next time, we'll have more and more mobilities, and this is why we need trust. And blockchain is the technology of trust. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a question there. Let me see if I can get quickly there. I don't know why we spread out so much, why we didn't stay all of us down there. Such a big access.
Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you.
This type of technology is not costless. And in the use case that you've given with respect to verifiable credentials in the educational sector across Europe, is more like a common good. So how is this funded, and how will this be perpetually funded in order to support this system?
Thank you for your question. So there are different blockchain platforms in which if you have to have a transaction, you have to pay some amount of money. This infrastructure doesn't cost anything, but of course the infrastructure costs. And as I mentioned, different member states are paying for hosting the nodes that assure the trust of the infrastructure, and of course is a big developing team, and there are a lot of costs related to the consortiums and authorities that governs this infrastructure. So, of course, there are needed funds from European Union for this most important project at the European level. But for the users, this system doesn't cost anything for the students and learners.
Thank you so much. If there are no more questions, let me have another look online. No, there are no more questions online either, only that one. So again, please allow me to thank very, very much Professor Carmen Holotescu, who is both from Polytechnica University of Timisoara and the rector of the university, Ioan Slavici from Timisoara, for her presentation and for commitment on providing open solutions for very complicated things usually. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.